you remember in supermarkets in the old days you used to get a ticket?
I used to get confused because they had one in the VD clinic, I know. So my brother told me.
Hello and welcome to the Glesga Dad podcast. Coming up this week.
You know, sometimes in life you see somebody, right, and you go, I'd love to be them. See, the more I know about the minutiae of your life, the less I want to be you.
See, if I go into a supermarket, I'm there because I want a discount. I love a yellow sticker.
I know, you still get a sticker off the dentist, you're funny.
See, if I've only got 2 or 3 items and the person in front of me's got a whole trolley full, they don't say, on you go, pal.
You entitled fanny. You entitled fanny. You're disrespecting the queue.
Do you not hate it when the Asda driver though turns up with all these substitutes?
Aye, the Asda driver turned up and I was raging. He brought Declan garlic in at my door.
And that's all to come later, but first of all, we're talking everything supermarkets.
Supermarkets. Well, I mean, you don't even go to the supermarket. We live in the era of the lazy bastard. I mean, you get your messages, and they're called messages, people. I'm going for the messages. So people down there, going for the messages? What messages? Do you get messages brought to you? Anyway, right, you order it. I like to go to the supermarket. I like human contact. You meet people. Hello, how are you? Is this any good, some women? Here, son, can you reach up and get that for me? Because they can't reach the pornographic magazines. Anyway, but I like to go to the supermarket. I mean, you had an Amazon driver. What happened?
I had an Asda delivery driver.
Oh, an Asda delivery driver, right.
So he stepped on my driveway that was still cemented and left a big print on my drive.
Well, that's what you get, you fanny. I mean, did you have a wet cement sign?
No, but I had a barrier.
What do you mean a barrier?
Well, I had a barrier across it.
What do you mean a barrier? Was it like when you go to the marathon and all that, and they've got these metal barriers up?
Aye, there was one of them across, but he'd obviously come out the van and just never thought and stepped in it.
He's not never thought, he never knew. He never knew, he never thought, he never knew, because you're going, hello, I'll get a delivery for Asda. And the guy doesn't know you've had your driveway cemented. And now he's got a big footprint in it. And you didn't even go out and thing me it?
No, I get somebody else to do that.
Oh, so it's fixed?
I phoned the builder to come and do it. Aye.
You phoned the builder?
No, mate, the builder actually sent me a photo of it and said, who's this fanny that stepped in your driveway? And I'm like, I don't know.
Anyway, supermarkets, Aldi. I think it's Aldi. They're expanding. Did the Aldi do home deliveries?
I think Lidl do, but Aldi don't.
Do they?
See, Aldi and Lidl are basically the same, aren't they?
Aye, they're more or less. They're German supermarket chains. Apparently they're cheaper than everybody else. Now, I've been to Aldi and Lidl, but I never ever go into Aldi and Lidl. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about you, but it's just different. It's a bit like, I'm no mad for TK Maxx, for instance. I just think it's a bit haphazard, a bit ramshackle, shite everywhere. And then they've always got that weird middle aisle where you can buy, leopard skin trousers and a drum kit. Right, it's fucking mental. They sell just the most random weird shite. And I never get into them. So, but clearly people are getting into Aldi and Lidl because they're expanding in Scotland. They're opening up a lot of new stores.
Aye, the only thing with Aldi and Lidl, I feel the queues are too long. The time you put the yogurt on the thing and you get to the guy, it's out of date. Do you know that way you're waiting and queuing forever? And then
is there too many queues? Yeah.
No, there's not enough. There's not
enough checkout operators.
Not enough. And then they'll say Till's opening, number 6 is opening soon. But they don't, soon means soon. And then they're still in their tea break. And everybody runs.
Like a mad dash, like a pack of hounds chasing a rabbit. Everybody, and you're going, fuck's sake. That was before all yous. And then, see, that's the problem. We, the British, we queue. We've got there's a certain dignity in queuing. Here, mate, wait your fucking turn. I remember years ago, when I was a poor person and lived in Drumchapel, and there'd be a queue on Monday morning, or the single mothers queuing for their Monday book money. And woe betide anybody who tried to skip the queue. Because you're only, maybe I was going for stamps or a premium bond or some inane shite out the post office, or maybe a rolling sausage, because it doubled as a convenience store. And hey, get to the fucking back of the queue. We queue in this country. We've got respect for queuing. And it's always that, when it really pisses me off. See when you're standing at a bar, and bartenders should be on the ball with this stuff. See who's next. And I'm standing at a bar, and there's somebody getting served, and I'm next, and then somebody else rocks up. Now, what I would do, if I'd rocked up in the same way and somebody else is waiting, I'll say, it's that person next. But this bartender, it's because my face is like this.
He's no way to pump
and
you.
And they go, aye, that's the whole point. Some fucker walks up with turkey teeth and a fake tan, obviously a bit easier on the eye, and go, hello, what do you want? He go, oh, am I invisible here? I was next. And then before you know it, you're getting flung out for being a weirdo. For just asserting your rightful place in the queue. Now that pisses me off when I'm in the boozer and I get fucking ignored because they don't like the cut of my jib.
Do you know what irritates me?
What irritates you? Apart from your hemorrhoids.
Apart from my hemorrhoids, aye. See, when I go into an Aldi or anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
What do you mean anywhere?
Well, any supermarket.
The doctors?
No, any supermarket. See if I've only got 2 or 3 items and the person in front of me's got a whole trolley full. They don't say, on you go, pal.
You entitled fanny. You entitled fanny. You're disrespecting the queue. What difference does it make? Listen, the person's got 50 odd items. They're next in the queue. You're following them, even though so you think that entitles you?
Well, it's like taking your Wayne to a toilet and there's 3 folk in front, but you've got a Wayne. They should let the Wayne in first to have a pish before.
Bollocks. The Wayne should learn self-control. You've got to respect the queue.
Or the 10, remember that you don't get them now, the 10 items or less queues, do you?
That's right. I don't think that exists anymore. They fucking took that away without telling anybody. And it's only now you've pointed out, I mean, where the fuck did that go? 10 items or less, because you get these fannies that would buy 20 items and put the first 10 up and put a divider, and then put the next 10. Fucking naughty. Because in fact they're taking longer, because it'd be easier for them to put the 20 through and then it's a single transaction, whereas it's 2 transactions, so it takes longer. But you would have 11 items and you go, excuse me mate, you've got 12 items. Listen, 3 bottles of whiskey's 1 item. Fucking put it through, you fud. Right. The problem is it would be abused. Right. 10 items or less. Fine, but some people were rigid, stick to it, and I think there were too many fights.
Aye. Or other people that don't put the wee crash barrier separator between your items.
Well, put it on yourself. Put it there yourself.
No, that's no etiquette.
What do you mean?
Once you've got all your shopping up, it's up to you to put the barrier between you and the next person.
I disagree. I'll give you an example. It's situational, right? So, well, I was in the supermarket yesterday. And as you know, I'm a Morrison's man. Morrison's. Every little helps. That was Tesco.
That's Tesco, aye.
Because life complicated enough. That was Santander. Anyway.
That was the Morrison's.
Just do it. That's Nike. The point is, right, Morrison's.
Eat shite.
Eat shite. Morrison's is good. They fucking got these Cumberland Scotch eggs, which are food of the gods. Food of the gods. Anyway. I'm at the checkout and I was buying things, but there's nobody behind me. So I've put all my stuff on the conveyor and I'm just patiently waiting while the person in front of me transacts. But then somebody comes up behind me. That's up to them then to put the divider on. But how close or far away do you put it? Do you put it right the way back because you don't want their scabby shopping touching yours? Don't want to infect your shopping? I don't know.
Do you know what stressed me out the other day?
What?
I went to B&M to get paint for my fence.
B&M?
I bought paint for my fence, but I accidentally bought grey paint instead of Royal Oak paint. So I had to take it back.
What'd you pay for it? Couldn't have been that dear.
£12.
£12 out of B&M?
Aye.
Fucking hell. Did you get shopper of the week? Millionaire of the week? Your photos up going, they spent £12 in B&M on a single item. Fucking hell.
I did wonder
He's now got shares in the shop.
I did wonder when the double doors opened, it started, hey, big spin.
Da-doom, do-doom, doom.
But I'm crap myself because I got to walk through the shop with this, and then I had to say, without my receipt, I bought this yesterday.
Oh.
And then they must have thought, well, so she was like, did you buy that yesterday? And I went, aye. And she went, have you got the receipt? And I went, no. And then it looked as
What
if
did you do with the receipt?
I just flung it somewhere, I think. No,
So at what point did you realise it was grey and no Royal Oak?
when I went to
What
paint,
colour's Royal Oak?
I went to paint the fence, like dark brown, like walnut.
What the fuck are you doing buying grey paint? Are you fucking stupid?
No, I didn't. I thought I'd picked up the oak one, but I'd picked the grey one up.
What, you dip it? You do it? And at what point did you realise it? Did you open it?
I opened it.
Ah, you can't take it back then. It's been opened.
I don't tell them that.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, you're a wrong'un.
I know.
That means I'm not going to be an M now. I might accidentally get a tin of paint that's been opened. Oh, pfft.
It's not the first time I've broke a seal in B&M. But I took the paint up to the woman in the checkout, right? And I said, I bought this yesterday, it's a wrong colour. And there was about 5 or 6 people behind me in the queue.
And they're going, for fuck's sake.
It gets worse. It gets worse. So then she says, I've got to call my supervisor to come over and authorise it.
For fuck's sake.
So
The rest of the queues in B&M, they spent 10 bob on 140 items. For fuck's sake.
So we waited there and waited there and waited there until she said, have you got the card you paid for? And I said, I've no.
You never even had the card you pay for it with?
No, and she said...
What's wrong with you?
So she said, I've got to get the manager.
For fuck's sake,
So we
man.
had the checkout assistant, the
Supervisor,
the manager had to sign off £12.
And they go, what colour did you want? Oh, it's no in stock. We'll need to get the purchasing manager for head office. Oh, sort your fucking sell out. Just pour the paint down the lava or something and buy what you... Oh, this is the thing. What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't buy a fucking tin of paint, and when you buy the wrong one, you take it back near a receipt and you don't even get the card you paid it with. Did you go back and realise you weren't wearing any fucking brakes? What's wrong with you?
Well, it was the handyman that noticed.
Fucking hell, the handy...
I've got a handyman that helps with stuff.
A handyman, was he come in and put your brakes on in the morning? Fuck's sake.
He's a good guy.
Aye, need to be.
Cuts the hedge and paints the fence.
Is that right? Aye, cuts your hedge. Aye, I'll bet he does.
Anyway, we're going to have a quick break and then we'll be back with some live clips from our Glasgow shows.
Right, what are we talking about?
So we're talking about, as I say, supercharging your life.
Yeah.
Because in terms of, we're very different. We've already discussed, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I know. Have a lie in.
No, but I like to go up at 5 because that's why
Why?
we're having this at 2 because I've got to go to my bed in 3 hours, right? But you get up whenever you like.
Well, fucking right. You're fucking right, mate. I couldn't work in Zara, mate, unless they had a back shift. I get up whenever I want, man. Lying in my scratcher. Yeah, thank you, sir. A fellow layabout. Right, thank you.
If you want tickets for any of our live shows, click the link on any of our socials or visit glesga.com. You can see us in Glasgow or the Edinburgh Fringe. See, if I go into a supermarket, I'm there because I want a discount. I love a yellow sticker.
I know, you still got a sticker off the dentist, you're funny.
Do you not hate it when the Asda driver, though, turns up with all these substitutes?
Aye, oh, the Asda driver turned up and I was raging. He brought Declan Garlic into my door.
I always think Morrison's, Tesco, Sainsbury's
Asda.
and Asda are like, I don't know, they take that. They've always been there for 30 years. And you know them. And then you've got Aldi, Lidl, who's like,
What about the good old Co-op?
Oh, the Co-op's rip-off. That's what's in bigger where I stay. Because they'll no get a Lidl or Aldi in.
That's because there's not enough people to,
Oh, there will be.
be served.
There will.
Have you got a Waitrose in bigger?
No. No. We've
Right.
got a posh shop called The Orchard.
The Orchard.
Yes, but it's
Oh,
up for sale.
fucking
It's
hell.
up for sale at the moment. If you
A
want to buy
pun
a
of
shop.
stew's about £9, no that.
No, you go to the butchers for that. Aye,
So
there's
what
a-
does the Orchard sell? Fruit and veg?
Aye, like really posh fruit and veg.
Pretentious fruit and veg,
Aye.
like kumquats.
Aye.
Yeah, I would like a bag of kumquats, please.
You want to see the peppers, man? You need like a bin bag to put it in.
Why,
The peppers are huge.
Oh, that's just fucking ridiculous. What are you going to do with a huge pepper?
Make a huge chili.
I mean, that's bonkers, man. A pepper's a fucking pepper. I mean, what are you going to do with a big pepper?
What do you call that thing in the Olympics when they throw that spear thing?
A javelin.
That's what their asparagus looks like. It's like a big, massive javelin, man. But it's good. And there's salmon. See, for 2 bits of salmon, it's like £13-14.
Fuck's sake. What, just normal size?
No, they're decent.
Well,
but
are they big size?
it tastes incredible.
Aye.
Aye. So they do really nice cheeses and veg and fruit and veg. And that's
But it's expensive,
it's
eh?
expensive. But
Because
you
it's one of these artisan cheesy shops and all that, which is, I mean, I get it. I mean, you want quality, you go to pay for it, but only so.
I don't go there. But the co-op is like the only super. Oh, we've got a Spar now actually though.
A Spar's dear.
Spar's good, but you only
Aye,
go into the Spar for like
You only get in there for a carry out. Fags and a carry out.
aye, a packet of salt and vinegar discos. That's
Aye, stuff like that.
because it replaced Sainsbury's. Because Sainsbury's they
Pulled out.
aye, they took the Sainsbury's away in bigger because one of their stores closed nearby and they weren't bringing a full lorry load for one shop, so they just shut it.
Well, that's tough. That's tough.
So we went for a Sainsbury's to a Spar
So why don't you go to the co-op?
because it's extortionate, man.
It's extortionate.
You go in there and it's I don't know, you spend like 30 quid easy.
Well, what are you buying?
Well, I'll get like hex sausages, the chicken sausages. They're about a quid dearer than Tesco. And then I'll buy a bottle of Trevento, which is £2 dearer.
Trevento?
Aye, red wine,
Is
Malbec.
that wine?
Aye, it's good stuff, man. And then like all your Coke and all that is expensive in there.
Coke. Well, you know what? Coke's expensive.
And
But everybody's on it.
aye, well, very upper. Aye.
Aye, I'll chew in the face off myself. Where'd you get your Coke? Co-op.
So aye, there's only a co-op.
I like the co-op.
You know, I worked in Scotmid, the co-op. That was my first job.
When was that?
When I was 16, 17.
Aye,
As soon as I
still
got
at
my
school.
national insurance card. I used to hate folk that would say, "Excuse me, can I get into the raspberries?" And
Why, what were you doing?
Because it was too
You
crazy.
stood in front with your brakes doing? What are you doing? You got to let people in.
No, do you know you get the crates of all the new stuff you're
Aye.
going to put out, and somebody wants something that's like 3 crates down, and it's like,
Oh,
no.
well, it's still in a big cage.
I can't stand that.
Ah,
man.
you're fucking people.
Aye.
But then again, that's your problem as the shelf stacker. You're fannying about. There's no raspberries and they want the raspberries. There's no there on the shelf and it's in the big, excuse me, could you? And then you've got to unload it all. That's service, you see. That's service.
Or somebody-
Or you could do what they do in Lidl and just fling it on the fucking flare and let people bang in.
That's right, it's like the Primark shop,
It's
isn't
like
it?
the Primark shop. Aye.
Find your own. But I used to hate that. They'd say, do you mind if, would you be able to look through the back? And you're like, well, fuck. Sort of thing. You got to go and look through the back for a fucking mushrooms or something.
Well, was it in there?
Probably.
Right, see, because you could just go, no, that's everything that's out. I've got everything. Everything's, are you sure now? Aye.
It's always been you'd be waiting on a delivery.
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, you know, I worked for a couple of weeks in the distribution centre for the co-op.
No, I never knew that.
Nah, I did that for a couple of weeks during lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah, because I needed a job. The body devours itself when you don't exercise. So I thought I would get a job in the lockdown. And so you go in a wee low loader vehicle, and it takes 3 of these cages. And then you've got a wee thing in your ear, which is a computer that tells you which aisle and which bay and what to put in.
They're called headphones.
I know it. And then you take it round, put a label on it, and it'll load the truck up. Oh, fuck, it was hard work. It was hard work. And I only lasted 2 weeks because I was fucked.
I know a boy that worked in Amazon in Dunfermline, and he said it was brutal.
Is that right?
You've got to like pick certain amounts of thing within so many seconds, or you're
That's right. You're timed.
electrocuted.
I know. I found it. I couldn't do it. I mean, there was a lot of young people in there and they're really fit, and I couldn't handle it. I was 2 weeks. I was fucked, and it was constant night shift. So, you know, I had to give up my usual activities, like getting pushed every night. So I found that it was too much for me. It was too hard.
My brother-in-law has got a Waitrose in Newton Mearns where they stay.
He's got a Waitrose. He owns one.
No,
He's a franchisee.
No, he's got like in next to Newton Mearns Patterton Station.
I know where you're.
Miller and Carter. And
I went into Waitrose. There was one in Byers Road. I don't know if it's still there. It was dear.
Aye. Those days, remember Whole Foods and Giftnook, and then it changed to...
I loved that shop.
No, it's an Aldi.
Is it an Aldi?
It's either a Lidl or an Aldi.
Well, I loved that shop, and it was dead dear.
Aye.
But tripping our kumquats in there. And avocados and weird shit and aubergines and all that. And fuck's sake, man. But you're a Costco person.
Aye,
I know you are. But I found with Costco, right, you got to be an organised person to do Costco, because you buy fucking 20 chicken breasts or some fucking bollocks, or 10 stone fucking chops or something. Hey, and what are you going to do with all this fucking shit, right? You've not got enough room in your freezer for a start, and then you need to break it all down, and that's Monday's dinner, Tuesday. Fuck, end up horsing it on a bin. I can't be fucking bothered. It's a huge waste of money. You go to Costco, and if you're organised, it's a great way to live. If you can plan every meal. But, you know, some days I wake up 2 days in, oh, good, I'm saving money and all that, and then you go, I fucking don't want pork chops, get that the fuck, I'm getting out for my dinner. So I'm no like that. I'm no one of these organised punters that can make dinners and store them for the next 6 months. Fuck that.
See, my wife hates it because I write the dates on the chicken.
Oh, that would drive. That's basically just the idea that when you wake up in the morning, even your dinner's planned. Get to fuck. Be a bit spontaneous, but to plan your life away, that's no living. Just live a bit.
Nah, I've got to do it. I've got to, and I've got my defrosting plate. Have you got one of them? The best.
What's a defrosting plate? What is it?
So what happens is you get up in the morning, you forget to take something out the freezer. There's 2 options. You put it in the defrosting plate and it supercharges the defrosting.
Okay, it's a fucking diarrhea bomb, man, right? This is insane, right? You get up in the morning, right? As if your life's not complicated enough. There's that thing again, because life's complicated enough. You go, oh, but what have I got to do today? Oh, fuck, I've got to take something out of the freezer, but you're away to work. Oh, bollocks, I need to deploy the defrosting plate. Oh, fuck off.
But it's great.
Oh, get to fuck.
Because sometimes you get up and you forget and you're...
Oh, I don't need to remember to take something out of the freezer that day to leave it sitting to... bollocks.
I've got to have my meals planned.
Pish.
So on a Sunday night, I sit and I plan my shopping for Monday to the following Monday. Because I've got an Asda delivery pass and you can only use that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I get it delivered on a Tuesday and I know all the meals.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Fuck. Oh, man, that's not a life. That's not a fucking life.
But you eat out all the time,
No, I don't eat all the time. I do what I fucking like.
You eat out all the time.
No, I don't.
When was the last time you had a meal in your house for dinner?
I don't know. Tuesday, maybe. I don't know. I had something to eat on Tuesday.
I've got a plan.
Pish.
The defrosting plate is amazing, and there'll be viewers that have got
The
one.
defrosting plate is amazing. You could shite through the eye of a needle, man. I'm telling you, you're going to get the norovirus and all that with this shite. A defrosting plate. I never even knew such a thing existed. Right. So in whose world does some fucker invent a defrosting plate just because some fucking bam gets out his bed, doesn't leave an extra 30 seconds, he takes out in the freezer, fucks off to work? Oh, come on, man. That's mere shite in your life. Oh, I pity you. You know, sometimes in life you see somebody, right? And you go, I'd love to be them. See, the more I know about the minutiae of your life, the less I want to be you.
Does it stop you coming though for your salmon and
You better not have defrosted it. I'm telling you, man. Now I know that, I'm going, this fucking thing was stiff as a board this morning. I've got a very delicate constitution. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a working class guy. I raked the bins in Easterhouse in the 1970s, so a bit of diarrhea doesn't bother me. A bit of food poison's nothing to me. Quick, arse falls out your world. No, the world falls out your arse, and that's it, and done with. But it doesn't mean I invite the problem. You have a barbecue, right? And you know you're dicing with death, right? You have a barbecue, you get a massive carry-out, bags of ice, get all the beer and the stuff in a bin, and then you buy chops and sausages and burgers and steaks. And then I've no got one of these meat thermometers. You see these arseholes on YouTube, make sure your meat's cooked to 78 degrees or whatever. Fuck off. Bang, bang. It's cooked. Fuck. And by the way, you know, I've only got one toilet in my house and there's 6 people eating. That's fatal. Right? I'm afraid you need to go behind the garage for a shite. It's too complicated. It's too much. So this defrosting plate...
You're not leaving this defrosting plate.
How does it work? What is it?
It's just it's like an iron infused plate.
An iron infused?
Yeah,
you iron the plate?
No.
What are you talking about?
It must be made of a certain metal material, and it boosts the defrosting.
So it's a plutonium dinner plate?
Basically, aye.
You've got a radioactive plate in your house?
Aye.
And how much this thing cost?
Well, I've got 2 of them.
Oh, for
because what happens is, if it's quite a big thing that needs defrosted, I put it in one and then I sit the other one on top of it. So it gets it from both sides. So I've got 2. They're great. They're brilliant.
And it defrosts these things?
So my chicken sausages defrost in about, I don't know, 30 minutes. Anything bigger, like chicken thighs, and that's maybe 2 hours. But you got to turn them.
Chicken pies?
Chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs?
Aye, chicken pies. I wouldn't eat a chicken pie. Jeez, oh, you and your fucking chicken curry pies.
I mean, for fuck's sake. The world's went fucking mad.
Do you ever get delivery drivers? Do you ever get your
Nah.
Never.
I go to the supermarket. I find it kind of therapeutic. Kind of zen-like, you know. You know what I'm like? I just go up the supermarket and I'll get a trolley and I'll just walk round and lose myself for half an hour, getting up and down the aisles. And I'll maybe have a look at the scotch in the spirits aisle or the gin, see what's available. And if I see a deal, I might buy a wee bottle or maybe a couple of beers, or I'll buy some nice coffee or tea or a loaf, or... You know, I occasionally look at pretentious food, like hummus and all that. But, you know, I just like to go to the supermarket.
See, it's folk like you I can't stand in the supermarket.
What do you mean? You don't go to the supermarket?
If I do go in,
what do you mean folk like me?
Because you're arsing about looking at things, raspberries, and I just want to go in and get what I need and out.
Look, you can get it. I mean, what the fuck is it? What difference is it?
Because you're stunning with your trolley looking at all the different types of bread. Just pick a fucking loaf and get yourself
You're a fucking Nazi. Right, so the size of the fucking supermarket, right, you're telling me one guy with a trolley is in your road?
Well, if it's somebody side by side with you, I'm fucked. I've got to go.
Fucking, you say, excuse me. Excuse me, but no, you're going, get out of the way. Fucking you Nazi, you fascist. I think, you know what? You're as well getting stuff delivered because it's people like you that go on my fucking nerves.
I do like it. It saves me. The closest big supermarket to me is Livingston.
And where is it? An Asda?
Aye, there's an Asda.
Right.
Aye. So that's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, 30 minutes walking about. That's an hour and a half where I just go on the laptop.
See, you probably wouldn't need your defrosting plate. You could just leave your chicken sausages out on a normal plate and go to the Asda in Livingston. In 90 minutes, you come back, you go, they're ready to cook.
I make my wife sandwiches and freeze them, and she takes one out the freezer for her.
Oh, man. Just as well you've got multiple toilets in your house. I mean, the diarrhea must be fucking... If the money you don't float out the door.
Marks and Spencer's, they do good scran.
See the Marks and Spencer's gastropub range.
Oh.
See the lamb shanks. Fucking awesome. And is it...
You love your lamb shanks.
I often have a lamb shank. There's loads of things in that range which was very good. But it's processed food. I try not to eat so much processed food these days.
They say you should never eat out a packet or a tin or a can or anything. It should all be fresh, shouldn't it?
If you can manage it, but I don't mind tin stuff. I'll eat out a tin.
Aye, a tinny.
Tuna, salmon.
A few tinnies every night.
Aye. Well, I'll pour it. A tinny, I'll pour it in a glass. Although, as you well know, I drink bottled beer. Except Guinness. I drink cans of, the draft Guinness.
You had a few the other night. You said you enjoyed a wee Guinness.
I did. I got to be honest, I overdone it a wee bit.
Oh, really?
That's what happens sometimes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm in the moment. I should have got up next morning and put myself on my de-hangover plate.
Okay, so that's this episode finished. We're away to pack our bags and head home.
And I'm going to pop you in the boot with all the bags.
Now, if you enjoyed the show, please tell all your friends. Remember to leave us 5 stars on the podcast provider. And make sure, if you're on YouTube, you subscribe to the channel and click that bell button, because then it alerts you when we upload new videos. So be sure to tell your mates if you enjoyed us, but if you didn't,
fuck off.